Hello. Hello, guys. Yeah. Oh. Uh, I think just need to check up on our platforms where we have been streaming on. Yeah, LinkedIn, yeah. Okay, Twitch is live. Twitch, um, Behance. Yeah, guys, I also started streaming on Behance. So if any of you are on Behance, you can just watch me live there. On YouTube, the same. Twitch, the same, and again, LinkedIn, and also the same. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Yesterday we kind of like completed basically the path we completed was basically we worked on the yeah, the sign up using Amplify. So we're able to add sign up to our app and also work with confirm password. So we're able to actually not confirm password but confirm the user code that was sent by Amplify to the user's email when they signed up, because in our app we kind of like wanted some verification whenever the user signs up. So that's why that's the reason for the user receiving a code on their email whenever they sign up in our app, and we need to confirm that, which we did yesterday. So if you haven't watched that, so just guys, go back to the previous stream and just check that out. Is actually fun, and yeah, more of information loaded. So yeah, that's it, guys. Again, if this is your first time joining me on the live channel, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, and also hit the bell button so you'll be notified whenever I do something new that comes online or something like that. And yeah. Also make sure to follow me on every social media, both Twitch, like I said, Instagram, also everywhere. And yeah, so I think that's intro. I don't think there's anything I'm forgetting or there's anything I need to say. Yeah, so let's go ahead and work on this. So actually, this is not our project. So this is the previous project I worked on. So I'm just remove that. And I haven't had the time to actually upload the infos of that project online. So the GitHub repo, I haven't created it for that for the project I just removed right now. So npm run iOS to actually open this project on our iOS simulator. Okay, there we go. But there's something that we need to actually fix. We didn't fix yesterday. That's because we need to check if the user has been authenticated, or if the user is the authentication token is still alive, or the user's mobile phone. We just log them in directly without telling them to sign in again or something like that. So that's we kind of need to fix that up first before we start doing any other thing. Um, Okay, just give me a moment, guys. Okay, so let's try and do that on the, no, the welcome screen. So we want the welcome screen to be the first thing to show whenever the user opens our app. Anytime they opens our app, we want to show them the welcome screen animation, because as you can see, the animation is actually a crazy one, very sweet. So I love the animation. Yeah, so just why we kind of need to show them that animation every single time. So yeah, so on the welcome screen right here, we are saying when the animation is done, basically take the user to the onboard page. That's not basically what we want to do directly. We want to actually do some coding here. So I would say if before we do that path, I'll just put this and then I'll comment this out. Then I'm going to bring the auth AWS auth here and say import so say import AWS from AWS SDK. I think we kind of like making a mist there because there's something we missed. We shouldn't do it here. Configure. I don't think it makes sense to configure our AWS right here, so I'm going to move it so somewhere else. Yeah, so this space where we did the configure, so it doesn't make sense to configure our AWS right there. I think it makes sense to configure it in our app. This and then copy both of this, and then also remove this. Okay, head over to the app.js, paste that. This, and we don't need the auth. Remove that, and then I think we can actually restart our app to make sure everything is still working as expected. Hit the letter R on your keyboard to just restart the whole stuff. Yeah, there we go. Right now I want to do something at the welcome screen. On the welcome screen, I want to do something with AWS. What? Okay, I see. So right here I'm going to say constant is user authenticated. Should we use auth dot current authenticated user. it's talking about AWS. Yeah, AWS.current. Not SDK, that should be Amplify. Yeah, so it has a class called auth that has been exported, and you can just use that right here. So auth.current authenticated user returns a promise. Like I could actually decide to log this to see what is in there. So let's start the app and test that. Okay, says the user is not authenticated. Okay, promise rejection. See, yeah, you can actually console that out. You see the error, the user is not authenticated, which is good. So let's restart this. Yeah, see, error, the user is not authenticated. So in that case, if the user is not authenticated, then we could actually move the user. Let's see if we're actually using this correction. We could actually try to use the dem cache format and see if that would be better. Let's see, with dot current dot dem, because that is actually asynchronous, and Okay, getting the user is not authenticated. This should have something. Okay. So we could actually say if that's the case, navigate to the onboard section, and else if the user is actually authenticated, then we could just say we can actually push the user to the home screen that we have, which is the same name here. Or we can decide to use the den cache on this, but that will actually require us to remove the try cache. Then we could just say auth dot current user. Then that's kind of similar stuff we did here. Then inside the den cache, if it's true, if the promise was successful, go ahead and navigate to this, and then add a cache to the den to cache any issues. If there's any issue, go back to the onboard section. So let's try this one more time again. Let's start our app. Okay, yeah, took us to the home page. So you need to create an account again, but in this case we don't want to create an account. We want to log a user in, because if you guys remember, in our last stream we created a whole lot of users in our user management, and yeah, so this user is actually verified, which is this, and that's me. But the rest of other users were not actually verified, and you can see that. But the issue right now is that I've forgotten the password for this, unless you're going to do the password recovery before doing the sign-in, but I don't want us to do the password recovery before doing the sign-in. So in that case, I need to create a new user with the same email and everything. So go and delete all these users. So just basically delete every single one of them. Yeah, say delete. And we could actually confirm that the users have been deleted. Okay, I think so. Let's restart this. I don't know why it's taking this time to actually load up. You still have two more users here. Just delete them. And you can actually see our users have been deleted, and now we need to create a new user, and I'm going to give this the name Kusi there, and the email, I'm going to paste the email that we just copied right now. can't even paste something here. I just needed to paste the email without just copying it. Come on. So that means we just have to type it out. So say Kelvin. There we go. Kelvin onaro@gmail.com, and the password. Let's just write something down that we can actually remember and use it for every password that we are trying to create. I'm trying to write that down in my book. So I have a book right here that I usually write stuff on. Places I used to write test password that I usually use. Yeah, I found one, so we can just reuse a password that I have here. Password is T V U O 2 4 7 hash, and if we go and log this in, let's see. Yeah, we created a user and that's working, and it needs us to confirm, verify your email with the code that has been sent to our email, and we need to do that. I need to open my Gmail here. So there we go. So here is actually the code they sent to my email. So just need to copy this, paste it in here. Can't even paste anything anymore. Okay, let's just type it out. That should be 430-923-923, and then tap on this, verify, and you can see, and once that is done, we could move to the second screen to start using it, which is this. Okay, let's see what else we need to do. And yeah, one stuff. So if you head over here, restart this, so we should be able to see a user. So while we are still waiting for this to load up, so let's go ahead and finish do something on the home screen. So inside the home screen, because we want to add a sign out on it, so we just want to test the sign out with the home screen. Create a style sheet. I'm going to say container. Margin. Give us some margin on top. There we go. So get that showing up here, and we still want to center that. For the child, we could just say star. Let's call that child one. So test align and center. The center itself within the parent. Now I'm going to call that log sign out. Just hard code it for now. There we go. So let's open our browser again and see if that is done. Yeah, you can see, yeah, that's good. You can see the user status is confirmed. That's because we verified the user using the code that was sent to us here, right here, and that's why the user can be able to see it, confirm, and this is the user email, and yeah, that's it. So we were able to complete also we were able to complete the authenticator. Okay, no, this was supposed to be yesterday stuff. Today we are just trying to see how to check if a user is already authenticated and move them to the home screen or move them to the onboard screen, and then work on sign out and then sign in. So let's restart this and see if this is working. It still takes us still saying that the user is not authenticated. Okay, let me see. Okay, constant attributes are with also the current authenticated user, which should actually return the user data, but for some reason it's not returning that. And see that if you are doing anything wrong here. Okay. just want to try something. Passing a callback function to the start function here on the animation, which should be called when the animation is done. And then we have, okay, we're passing a synchronous function to it. Yes, we might be doing something wrong, but let's see. Before we actually check this, let's check the auth, the current section. Let's see what that returns. Error, no current user. We are reading through these GitHub issues to see if this is basically what we are looking for. Yeah, we are not the only one that's getting the issue. Looks like people have been complaining. um okay, looks like the issue was it says that after we sign up the user, we need to sign in. Okay, with the confirm sign up, with the sign in before. Okay, I see. Let's try this using the bypass. If that doesn't work, we could actually try using this one as someone suggested over here. So someone suggested this, but we are going to try that. But let's try this one out first. So I'm going to say over here. So let's comment this out. This, then leave this open. Saying the user is not authenticated. Even when we are doing this, Let's see if there's something we need to do on our console. Because the user is actually confirmed, so I don't see any issue right here. No. Okay, let's try the second option. So the second option says we should wait a second, guys. Let's try stopping our app from running and try something like this. I don't know if we did try pod install before, just maybe something is missing. cd iOS, then inside I'm going to run pod install. Once that is done, cd out. Like this, I'm going to run npm run on iOS. Still getting the user on not authenticated issue. Okay, I think it's time to try the second option, which is basically telling us to do this. So after you sign up a user, I believe you need to also sign in. For example, auth does sign up, auth does confirm sign up, auth does sign in. So let's try those methods. So over here, I'm to say clear. So here we are doing the sign up stuff. Yeah, we sign our user up through this method, and we could actually get a hold of the user, which we are consoling out. And once we got that, so we actually went towards to the other end to verify the user, right? So over here we pass the username. Let's say we pass the username and also comma, and let's say we pass the we don't need the email, the password. So passing the password, password or trim. So those are the stuff we are going to pass in. What's going on now? Okay, see, is it type issues that is having? That's TypeScript. So say password or trim. So this will actually take the user to the verify user code page, which is over here, and we are getting hold of data for my route, we are getting hold of username and password. So the next one should be password. Get rid of the password. I'm going to say over here. So once we confirm the user, once that is done, I'll just also go ahead so sign the user in using this method, and once that is done, just need this to be synchronous. Underneath this, just say navigate to home screen and remove this. So let's go ahead and try this out. Before we do that, I'll go over here and delete this user. Okay, let's try adding a new user. So get to the get started username. For the password, I'm going to still use the password we are using. So TV U247 hash, and then tap sign up. Okay, there we go. And now we need to verify the code that's sent to us. So there should be a second code. Yeah, so there's the second one. 999 11 56. Verify. Okay, so return response is success. Once you run this, we are now in the home screen, so let's decide to restart the app again. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's working, that's fine. Yeah, I think the second option from the GitHub repo actually worked for us. So if you restart the app, yeah, it still gets us to the home screen and no longer taking us to the previous page. Try that again. Okay, that's cool, that's actually great. But this verified page, there's some issues we need to fix. So touchable without feedback, unplus keyboard or dismiss. So the keyboard should be dismissible, but it's not dismissing. Okay, yeah, it should be the issue is dismissing, but we are tapping on a place that is not recognized. So I think that's the issue. Yeah. So let's see what we need to do. So the next one is basically to call the sign out. So we call sign out for now. So once we call sign out, we need to sign the user out so they can actually try the sign in. And if you look into our project right now, we are not using any state management, which should have helped us. So, and we are going to use we are going to use a Recoil for state management, which is easily to use. So we'll be using Recoil for state management in this app, so we can be able to keep our state in one place. So in this case, let's say when the user signs in, we are going to update a state that will say authenticated, and then it can actually sign the user in without actually pushing doing some other work to do that. So let's add this sign out. This is our home screen. And for the back button is going to say sign out. So we have two buttons here for now. See, we don't have two buttons, so this is a test. I'll just remove that for now. So we only have one single button. And just our imports. AWS Amplify, and in here always try to use try cache, or you can just use the then cache to work with your promises. So basically suggested the code for us, and the next we need to do, because we don't need to do much, just tap the sign out in here. I think that's all, and we're going to say await sign out, and if there's any error, which need to show the user an error message, but for now we're just console logging it out. So save this, and I think if we sign the user out right now, because we don't have a state that updates the previous one to tell the user is not actually signed out, so we need to send the user back to the onboard page in this case, or we could just send them back to sign in screen. Yeah, I think sign in screen should be the best place to send them whenever the user signs out. Yeah, send them back to the sign in screen. Just navigate. There we go. So let's try this. And that's correct. So try updating this again. And you can see that the user is no longer authenticated. That's why it's telling us the user is not authenticated, and it's sending the user back to the onboard screen. We'll just head over to the sign-in screen. Sign-in screen, can head over to the sign up. So this should actually take us to the sign up and not the other way around. So let's fix a bug we notice right now. So sign in. When the user tap on the is it called create sign up? It's not called sign up. It's called create account. So yeah. So if you tap on this, that's working fine. Tap again. Sign in, goes to the sign in screen, and tap goes to the create account screen. So yeah, that's the functionality we need, but we need to work on the sign in screen. Password was successfully updated, so we don't need to show this here at the moment. So here in the sign in screen, let's update something. We need to start working on the input fields that we added right here, and be still the same way that we worked on the create accounts input field. We're still going to keep the same method right here. So I'm bringing this closer to be able to work. Yeah, create account sign in. First of all, we need to create add our use form and controller. And I can we bring it our YOP resolver and YOP. So, and in here, let's work with this. That in here. I think it actually makes sense. We can actually move all this. We need to move all this to a utility folder where we can actually be able to call this there instead of recreating this on every screen. I think that would make sense. In this over here, we already need the username and password, so we don't need the email. So just remove the email. And it doesn't make sense to tell the user what a password should contain at this point in time. So remove all this field. Even over here, so this also we could actually keep this one, but the rest, just tell the user the password field is required, add a password in here, do the same for the username. We could set up our use form. So for form type, set a form type. I think it makes sense to the format to actually clean up our code base, because you can actually see now we are making use of we are reusing so many stuff every single time. So just clean it up a bit. So in here I could just bring in the create account. So we have this. Let's copy those, easy. I need the register keyword. only need the control handle submit. Errors, I don't need the invalid, but I can just do that. Don't need the email property, just username and password. Then make use of controller on every one of these, on every one of our input field that we have. So just wrap our input field inside the controller. So over here, the first input field, which is the username, I'm going to wrap, put that inside the controller. I'm going to say the easiest way, just move this out of here, move this inside here. I think that should be it. That's all. And delete this one. And the name should be username, not email. And you can actually see it's telling us that something is wrong. Also the same here is telling us that something is wrong. I think that's it. Save this. Still nothing changes. Not username on email. We really want them to sign in with their username, not email. Okay, but we need to figure that issue. So let's see somewhere else we need to make changes. Okay, the next one we want to make changes on is on the password input field. With this, and that's password, which matches the name that we have for the input field. Yeah, I think that's it for this. Is there any other stuff we are missing? Okay, the sign in button. For the sign in button, let's use something like where is it? Okay, there we go. What do we need to call in here? Sign up. I think we already created a function. And do submit. Yeah, there we go. So we say handle submit, get hold of data, which is of type form type, and we have to call a function. We didn't create it yet, so we need to create that. Say constant sign in user. Use that directory in here. Yeah, that's all. Let's see. Let's log something out for now. And then we just try this out. So once we kind of like tap on the sign up, it should console log the username and password that we added here. So let's say the username is Kosi there, and then the password, just any random stuff for now, and then hit this sign on in button. You can see that. So the username is consoled out and the password at the same time consoled out to us. then we could actually start signing the user up using those parameters, and I could make use of AWS over here, import both from AWS Amplify, and inside here I'll just call it AWS sign in as passing the username and password. I'd like to do that with try cache. Inside try cache, just call this. It should be asynchronous. Need to await on the signer, and once that is complete, we need to kind of like push the user inside. So push the user to the home screen. That's what we're trying to do when the user signs in. And if there's an error, just basically console log the error for us right now. So let's try this. Okay, if we do this, we are going to get an error because we are using an invalid password, but let's see. I said it. So error signing in, not authorized, exception, incorrect username or password. So that's cool. But we need to show the user what's actually happening behind the scene so that they will be notified. Is modal visible and open close modal? Set this error test, AWS error test. Okay. Yeah, try again. Yeah, let's try again. Yeah, telling us there's an error. Now we need to fix this. So try the same username, cosidev, and then the sign up. What should that be? So the sign up, the password, not the sign up. I think I still remember the passwords. TVU 247 247. We have our hash sign and then sign. Just want to throw an error right now. So I'm gonna try this again with a random password. So let's say, let me see. Password was successfully updated. Not this. Okay, we got the wrong one. Set this motor visible to true. Try this again. Yeah, so incorrect username or password. Yeah, this is nice. So this is the one we want to show the user. So when there's an error message, incorrect username or password, we want to display to them. Incorrect username or password, got it. They can try again. If they still did error, tell them that. But in this case, we want to actually add a real password here. TVU 0247 hash. Yeah, and now if you sign in, and there we go, you could actually say sign in successful. And if you try to restart this, that's good, and we are not being logged out because the sign in is successful. So yeah, I think we kind of like completed sign in right now. So sign in is working. Let's see what else we need to work on. So we completed sign in. So that should be. So we worked on sign out. I'm trying to lead the okay, sign in. We have worked on sign in too. Sign in is working too. The next one should be forgot password. I think so. Check that out from our design. Yeah. So yeah, there's a create account which we worked on, and that's working. And also we worked on sign in, which is working. Sign in the two screen, and we worked on verify email, that is working. So reset password is the one we need to work on right now. So let's work on that. To work on that, we just need to sign out the user, and the user is now signed out. Close this. Forget password. The forget password should start out showing us the user. Okay, set password, and we need to set this to false. Okay, reset password, we have to pass an email and other stuff to be able to work. We could actually get this almost the same stuff we did in our verify user code. So basically this should manage its own states. And we have its button disabled for this. Its mode are visible. We don't need, do we use link submitted for that. So we're going to remove this one. We don't need the mode are visible for now. And we want to add these validations. Okay, we don't need this type, remove it. We don't need the type property there, just remove that. That's what else we need to do, work on. That will be input validation, which we're going to use use form. Set up our use form. Move this. In here we have errors, invalid umbra mode. Default value should be email. Should say email. Yup, resolver. Yep. Also for our controller, I'm going to copy this and use that to replace the input that we have here where it starts. Okay, yeah, there we go. So see that should be somewhere here. So let's see if that's actually what we're trying to remove. Yeah, that goes away. So that's the one we're trying to no, just keep it. So now try open this and then use this wording, copy that wording and use that in place of what we have here. And then you can just fully remove the input field that we had.
No.
And then this should be email, and also this should be email. Okay, this is unchanged test value, placeholder, error message. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's another issue. So the button, yeah, the issue is from the button. So let's fix something there. Not only on the button, but just fix the button one first. Next will be on our validation. This should be email. It's string of type email. You just say email is not valid. Yeah, and this should say email is required. Email is required. Is there anything we are overlooking? Right here. Okay, yeah, let's just start this up and say gotta submit password reset. Okay, that's a font type. And then inside our onSubmit function, which should be this button right here. When it's been clicked on, just pass handle submit. Yeah, pass on the, yeah, this should be the right one. Share it in there. For now, we just want to do some testing, so I'm going to log this out. I'm going to basically spread this out and then log it over here. Yeah, this way. And we'll just test this out for now. Bring this up and type in so telling us there's an issue. Let's say let's give it a good password, a good email, and test on that. And there we go. You can actually see the thing is being console logged out. Email kevin.g.com. Yeah, so let's try yeah, so let's try doing the password reset. So we just import AWS in here. Just got that both from Amplify, AWS Amplify. All right, in here I'm going to use try cache. And inside try cache, I'm basically going to say okay, this is already a synchronous function. I'm going to say await auth dot change password. Okay, let's try, because we want to submit a link and not actually do the password change on our device. We can actually do that but we just want to kind of like follow up the design here, or we could just tweak that on our own. But let's see what we get here, if we can just do that on our own. Okay. See what the event about small groups. Switching authentication for password user management. Okay, I think yeah, it is. Skip this. So basically, we can send the user a link. We already send them a code to their email, and once they come back, we then send them. We then ask them to enter a new password, and there we could actually change the password using it. Okay, I see. So forgot password should be this one. Let's see if there's a way to send them a link. Okay, so we can't send a user a link, so we have to provide a way for them to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and do that by ourselves. So that means we have to tweak our design so far. We have to change some stuff about our design. Yes, that will be, as we look at the design we have here, we basically add your email and we send over the forgot password, or they just add their, and once they do that, we tell them to check their email, that we send them a link to verify. But in this case, what we need to do is that when they add this and we tell them to check their email, once they check their email, right, we tell them to try again. If it's not sent, then we kind of need to tell them to show them an input field for them to put in their second password and all those kind of stuff. I think that would be a good user experience, but I'm trying to think through it one more time. Okay, let's look through this with a good lens. Let's say, basically not the functionality is the problem. The functionality is not a problem. We already know how to sort that out and how to work with that. But right now, how do we present this to the user in a way that we actually make them feel comfortable using the app and not kind of like throwing them up and down through the app UI. So that's what we're trying to fix up here. So we already tell them to reset their password by adding enter. Okay, we said enter the email associated with your account, and we will send you an email to reset your password, which is what is requesting here, the username of that particular user. But we are telling them is an email, so we need to change this to be a username that we are requesting. So that's one stuff. Another stuff there is that once they click on this send password, it shouldn't be send password. This will be send code. So once the code is sent to them, they would need to show them this one, tell them to open email app, that the password has already been sent, the code has already been sent to them. Okay, yeah, so once they click open email, once they click on it, so we need to change this because okay, if you think through this, not every user will actually tap on this. Someone like me, I will not tap on it. I will just go straight to my email to check it. So in that case, this will solve our issue. So basically we maybe have two buttons, open email, and the other one will be okay, I think it will make sense. Okay, open email, the open email, and then below here we just put a two input field like code, new password, and again retype new password. I think that would make sense. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. So username, code, then new password from the user. Okay, let's work on this. So I'm going to change these wordings, and I will what it should be password. So this one, change a password for an authenticated user. So the user is not currently authenticated, so we will not be using this part. This said forget password, initiate a forget password request. So we're going to use this, and we're going to pass in not an email, since we need their username. So we need to start working with so this will be the first one, the terms test. This should say email, enter the email associated, enter the username, not email. So username, enter the username associated with your account, and we will send you an email to and we'll send you an email with a code. I think that makes sense. Send you an email with a code to reset your password. Save that. That change should also apply here. Yeah, enter an email straight with your account, and we will send you an email. Not this. Yeah, so it's updated, and next will be the input field, the input itself, and the placeholder, change that. So this is it. So it should actually say something like username. Oh, no, not this. Yeah, it should be username. Yeah, I think yeah, that's correct. So yeah, so there we go. It says username. Get back over here, the set password screen. Go ahead and save this. If you clear this, yeah, it shows username. That makes more sense. So once we get hold of that, then we'll request for forget password. And once we request for forget password, then the user should see this. Then we should show them the second screen, which should be this right here. And I'm going to I'm going to say once this is true, it's completed. So once that is true, we're going to say set link submitted to be true. And again, even over here, you're going to say set button disabled to true. And over here, you're going to say set button set button disabled to false. What else do we need to change? And again, the next one will be the AWS test. I'm going to say set AWS message test. if there's an error. And how do we show the user the test? So we're going to use custom modal. Somewhere here. And modal visible, we need to add that. Modal visible to true in that case. So let's try. I think it's time to try this out and see what we get. Okay, open this up and try. Tap on this, says that email is required. So this is not an email is required error. We don't need an email anymore. It's not called an email, but it should be called a username. So it should say username, not email. So that's a mistake from us. So all of them should be changed to username. It says username is required. Do the same for this. And over here, we are no longer going to call it an email. We're going to call it a username. Yeah, says username is required. So let's type that out. And the username is codecdev. Yeah, codecdev. Was saying that username is not valid. Okay, I think we know that. So the email field said it should conform to email. We have codecdev. Okay. Oh, okay, we are the one making a mistake. So from our code we are requesting for email, but it's not email. We destructure this, we get hold of username, not email, and also pass those property in here. Should say username, not email anymore. Try again. Yeah, that's nice one. Yeah, that worked. So it says that check your email. We have sent a password reset to your email. Open your email app and all those stuff. But let's start fixing some stuff up. So if I should open this, restart this. and you can actually see here it worked. They actually sent us a verification code, a new one, which should be this right here 0 minutes ago. So this is the one they sent us. What should we do right now? So basically we need to open this. Say if you tap on this, it should actually open any email app on our phone. In that case, let's see React Native way to do that. Okay, there's something called linking.url, linking from React Native. Okay, no way, we are not trying to open our own email, we're trying to open the user's email. So we could actually try this. Try using this. Okay guys, if you're watching me live on YouTube and if YouTube is not working, because currently right now I just found out that YouTube is not working and there's an issue there, just join me on Twitch or you can join me on LinkedIn. Those places are working. Still over here, we need to go ahead and install this package right here, because once we found how to use opens different stuff that know what we want to open. So there are several ways to actually accomplish this, and one way I found is to use this package, this one right here. So this will do the trick to open the email, any email app on a mobile phone. And another one is basically this one, but I'm trying to see how that works. Okay, we don't want to go through this stress. Not basically what we're looking for. We could actually try this first and see how that works, and then we could just head over here if that's not good. So let's copy this and try it out. So when the user taps on this button, which is right here, custom button button, which is this button showing up here, yeah, so that's the button we are looking for. So in here, I'm going to call this function linking.open URL, and we need to import this linking in our React Native imports. So there we go. I think, yeah, the error goes away. So if you save this, and let's try opening, and this will not actually work because we are using so it will not work. Yeah, it shows an error. It will not work because we are using a simulator, and from what I understood, it doesn't open on a simulator because our iOS simulator doesn't have any email app or something like that. So that's why it's showing this error. So if you dismiss this and try this on a real device, which I'm going to try right now. So I'm going to connect this to my real device and see how this works. So let's do the testing. So if I need to stop this from running, okay, and we need to run the activity on a physical device. Let's see. Phase one, go and run on this one. Okay, still working on this, not this. So want to run this on a physical device. We just want to check out to see what this package is all about. So iOS deploy. Another way to actually do this without installing any scripts or any package is just to open this, our iOS folder. So close this, open this on a finder, and then head straight to, open this and open workspace, the white one, not the blue one. Open this one, and that will just open up. So once that is up, so basically go ahead and run this on a device that we're going to select, and I want to run that on my 12 Pro Max, and I'm going to say run. I think, yeah, start working on pure fade y. Okay, let's try it again. It's failed. Okay, I see. Let's do the sign in. Okay, yeah, I think that's the issue. So I'm going to use my reverse web URL. So basically use a URL or something like that, but it's kind of recommended to use your own domain name, reverse it. So that should be com.co/dev.flowery gift app. I think, yeah, com.co/dev.flowery gift app. Yeah, I think that's okay. And okay, let's try running this again. We need to just give it maybe in 1 or 2 minutes. It should be done. Sometimes it doesn't actually take up to this minute to actually build. I don't know why. I think, yeah, I think there was a time while working on the Flutter, it took more than about 5 minutes to actually build. Okay, I think it's almost done. Yeah. Let's go back to access document. Okay. Yeah guys, it's actually working. You can actually see the app showing up on my phone. So that's actually working. So that's cool. In here, let's see, what's it again? Yeah, you can actually see. So there's the phone, and you can see that it's kind of like showing properly on my iOS device. So let's try signing in. No, it's not signing. We are looking for going towards the forget password. So everything is actually working fine. See the whole design coming out. Just forget password. We are here in our forget password screen. You guys can see that. Next is basically to for the username, I'm going to use consider send password. And there you go. So you can actually see I kind of like sent myself a forgot password email, and you can actually see it showed the other screen. And now I could say open email, and you actually opened the email. But in this case, we went and opened email for me to start sending an email to someone, which is not what we want. We don't want to compose an email, so I'm going to remove this and go back and start this from the beginning. So basically we need to actually so I see you guys can actually see that it's working, but right now we need to actually use the package that we didn't install previously. So I'm going to stop this from running and then go ahead and install the package. Stop this from running also. Close that and open this up. Go ahead and install this. And then in here, not yarn, we're not using yarn, and we're using npm. That should be npm I for short form of installing. Wait for this to actually install a package for us. Then we can just clear this out and then cd to iOS, right? And then run pod install. So this will install the packages for us. While that is installed, let's see if there's something we need to fix. Okay, that's working. We need to get over to our info.plist and update our ls application query scheme, because we need to update this to be able to open any email box from React Native. So to do that, go to your Xcode. Inside Xcode, open info.plist and open it as an XML, open as source code. So it goes like this. Look for ls property. So ls property, ls required iPhone, no, not this. Okay, we can't find it here. So since we can't find it, so we need to add it. So that means it doesn't exist here. So basically copy this and add it inside your info.plist. Where is it again? Xcode. There we go. So we have ls application query schemes, then array, string, email, message, read, all those stuff. Just add this to our info.pd scheme and then save it. You don't need to save it, but it already saves on its own. Then next will be to actually fix Android. I think we do need to work on Android too. Okay, we don't need to do anything for Android. Expo enabled config. Okay, chat on Twitch. So someone asked if we can use hooks for React Native, for state management on React Native. Yeah, we can use hooks, but as long as you're not trying to manage the general global state of the app. So let's say you're building something that's big. Let's say it has like what we are doing right now, the login, all those stuff, like there's whole stuff that's going on. It's not good to actually manage the whole state using hooks and updating it using states. So it will be best to use state management libraries like Redux, Recoil, what else again? There are many of them out there, but Recoil and I think that's one I'm forgetting. That's mostly, yeah, hook state. You can actually use hook state. There's another state management library called hook state that you can actually use too. But yeah, and you can actually use context instead of using just hook state hooks in React out of the box to manage your state. But if let's say like over here in this screen, you see the screen right here. Let's say when you want to tap on this button, you want to change the color. There's no need of using a library to actually work on this. So just use state and set state in that particular component to manage the state of the button or to manage the state of the test, all those stuff. But if it's kind of like a global state of a thing within the app, it doesn't make sense to use you React state hooks to manage your state. I don't know if that's clear, but let me know if that's clear to you. So let's go back. I think I'm forgetting what I was actually trying to do. Yeah, cannot remember right now. So yeah, we're trying to see how to set this up on Android. So we already did the iOS setup, which is this. So since we actually called this, let's go ahead and start using this package. And I'm going to go ahead and say remove this, open this up and call this function. That's a function called open box. And I don't need this to be here. I also don't need this to be here too. Just call open box in there, import this. There we go. I think that should be it. Next is just to run this on my physical device again. So open Xcode and run this on my physical device. Let's try this. Okay, yeah. I'll kick it off. So So you need to wait for some time for it to actually build. So let's give it some time, maybe at least 3 minutes or two thereabout. So I'm not actually running this on the simulator. I'm running this on my physical device right here. So I'm running it on my physical device. Build failed. Okay, for some reason the build failed. Let's try this again. Is about to build. Yeah, so here we go. Hope you guys can actually see that. So it's actually showing up right here. Still building. Can I see that? Yeah. Yeah. So the app is right there on the real device. So let's try this out. We can head over to the forgot password screen. So this is the forgot password screen right here. There we go, the forgot password screen. Let's see. Okay, let's try using my username here to change my password. There we go. You can actually see that. Then let's try opening email app using this. So there we go. I'm going to tap on the button. Let's tap on it. Yeah, you can see that. So it shows a pop-up telling us to which email do we want to open. So that's working. So you can see the pop-up below here telling us which of the email do we want to open, and then you can tap let's say Gmail. So there we go, and that worked. So we're able to open our Gmail. Yeah, that's it. So we can actually see which one where the code was sent. So that's basically working fine. I think that's good. That's good so far. And now I can actually see the verification code that was sent, and here's the verification code that was sent. But the issue right now is that once we get the verification code, we currently right now not telling the user how would they be able to change their password. We need to actually show them an input field here to help them change their password. Like show them an input field where they can add their code, their email, their password they want to reset, the new password they want to change to, and then a button to submit it. Yeah, I think that would be better. Yeah, so guys, let's continue this tomorrow, and let's try and complete the password forgot password section tomorrow. And yeah, we call it a day. Yeah, yeah, thanks everyone that joined today. Thanks you guys, thanks to you guys. See you guys tomorrow. And if you know you haven't subscribed to the channel both on YouTube and Twitch, please do subscribe and follow on my Twitch channel and on my YouTube channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, next time, that's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be here the same time. Join me and let's have fun. And thanks for also to everyone that contributed in the question parts. Yeah.